Sometimes you just catch yourself thinking, I'm already ready to change something, but I don't know where to start. This feeling is familiar to many people. There seems to be interest and desire to grow, but step by step, you get back into the routine. My name is Evelyn, and I have been studying trading for many years. More than 10 years as far as I remember. During that time, I realized the hardest part is the start. Not because it's hard, but because it's scary to get lost. That's why I'm launching a contest for those who are just starting out. It's not just an activity for the sake of a check mark. It's an opportunity to try it out and get support from the very beginning. What it will be: access to the analysis of real trading situations, step-by-step explanations of my approach, and most importantly, my personal help at the start. It's free to participate. Follow the link in the attached comment and write the word contest. It's a chance to try, not alone, but with support. And now I will show you one of the approaches we usually start with in the community. It is suitable even for those who hear about trading for the first time. Watch carefully, you'll need it. Let's go! Before we go any further, I want to tell you one important thing. Learning alone is a path with many unnecessary twists and turns. That's why I created a community where everything is organized in such a way that every beginner can go through the first steps with understanding, support, and without unnecessary stress. There you will find not just theory, but step-by-step explanations, real examples, and live communication. I personally help participants to understand so that you don't feel like you're on your own. This is especially important in the beginning, when everything is new and there are more questions than answers. If you want to get access and start moving consciously, follow the link in the pinned comment. It's a space where learning becomes much easier. And now, let's get on with it. Let's move on to the session. I have already opened the platform. You can see it on the screen. Now, I will set up all the settings I need and select pairs and indicators. Indicators are important because with their help, you can analyze the current behavior of the chart and evaluate possible scenarios of its change. So, all the presentations are done, the settings are set, it's time to begin. On the chart, we see an indefinite back and forth movement. This is what happens when the market moves within one corridor without a clear direction. Now the chart has approached the lower boundary. There was an accumulation from those that went down. This could indicate that its line will go up again from the lower level. I'm making the decision to go up as well. This is a very typical situation when the chart fluctuates and moves kind of sideways. That's a good example. And I am on to the next pair. Here we see a sharp reversal and subsequent upward movement. Indicators confirm the indicator is now pushing up to the local level. In such situations, according to my experience, there is a probability of breaking the level, which means, in my opinion, it's time for me to make a decision and go up as well. I expect the movement to continue. And indeed, the breakthrough occurred. Such moments are especially important when you can see the trend and confirmation from the indicator. It's just beginning, and if you're still wondering whether you should try it, whether you can do it, whether it's too late, just know that you don't have to do it alone. That's why I'm launching a contest for beginners, where you can not just watch from the sidelines, but really get involved in the process and feel how it works. I know that trading from the outside often seems to be something difficult and inaccessible, especially if you have no experience, no base, and everything seems confusing. But when you have a system, a clear plan and support, even the first step stops being stressful and becomes an opportunity. In our community, you'll get daily broadcasts where I show you how the work is built in real time, step-by-step explanations of what I base my decisions on, and my personal support so you don't get lost in the beginning. I once lacked a mentor myself, and now I try to be that support I lacked. If you want to try, learn, and feel confident, follow the link in the pinned comment, write the word contest, and I'll send you everything to get you started. We're just getting started. And here, after the decline, the market approached an important level, broke it, and came back again. This is called a retest. It can be a sign that the level will be a resistance. I make a decision to go down, as I expect a corresponding bounce. In this case, the market behaved according to expectations. We do not stop, we go further. I see a downtrend here, and it happens after a short break. I assume that there will be no reversal, so I intend to decide to follow this trend and go down. As you can see, there was no reversal here. There was a short respite before the trend continuation. Let's move on. On this chart, we see this structure. It means that the trend for the downward movement is supported by a large number of people. The chart line has also crossed the yellow indicator line, which presumably indicates the beginning of the return to previous positions. That is, the resumption of the downward movement. I assume that it is worth going down, waiting for the line to reach at least the accumulation zone. Such patterns can indicate a change of direction. This is a technique I use in my practice. Let's move on. Here we have a struggle worthy of an Oscar-winning thriller. At first, the market went downward, but then sharply turned around. This may indicate that the participants who are waiting for the continuation of the upward movement started to act. Now there is a consolidation above the lower zone, and I'm going up, continuing on the continuation of growth. When there are major players behind the movement, this can be seen. I also take such moments into account and use them. After the growth, the downward movement started again, and the familiar situation was formed on the chart again. This may indicate that the chart line started moving in the opposite direction. Here the line crossed the yellow line of the indicator, and I'm assuming that the move will continue. I'm going down, expecting that the decline will be prolonged. Keep up the pace. Let's move on. What do we see here? After a strong upward movement, an interesting structure has appeared on the chart, which indicates that the upward movement is getting weaker. And if the strength is running out, it may mean that the market is ready to roll down. Further chart movement confirm this. I'm assuming that this is the moment for a move down, as it has already started. I'm entering the downside, expecting the move to continue. Paying attention to the signs means you're ready. Moving on. And now I observe another situation. After the pullback, the chart line has returned under the indicator. And both lines are now directed downward. This may indicate the resumption of the downtrend. I'm going down too. Continuing my movement along the trend. In such cases, in my opinion, there is a probability of a continuation of the downward movement. Meanwhile, we have one last pair. Here I see that the indicator return has reached a lower level from where the market started to bounce. I evaluate the indicators and assume that there might be an upward movement, so I go in up. So we've wrapped up the session and let's move on to the conclusions. Sometimes you look at others and think, how did they figure it all out? Why are they doing it? And I haven't started yet. In fact, no one comes here with a complete understanding. Everyone starts with the same thing: interest and a slight anxiety that it's not going to work. Now you have the opportunity to make this step calmly, in a clear system, and with support. I'm holding the contest for just such moments, to simply the start and give you everything you lack at the beginning: clarity, practice, and a person by your side. If you want to try it, follow the link in the pinned comment and message me with the word contest. I'll help you with the first steps, explain what's involved, and we'll get started together. Thanks for watching to the end. See you in the community.